Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about the whispers behind the seniors and how they feel about, I guess, our school and like, what else?
Just like their senior year so far.
Yeah. So, here's one of the first questions.
What is something traumatic that you went through this year that affected your senior year?
Do you have one in mind already?
Are you guys gonna edit this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Traumatic.
Does it have to be about like with school?
Wait, what was the question?
What's something traumatic that you went through this school year?
That affected your senior year.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna hold it?
Yeah, hold
Okay.
it, so.
My grandpa passed away, so it like affected the way I would be here in school. Like right now, I do not want to be here. Like, or like just interact with anybody the week of. I didn't come to school for like 2 weeks. It just affected everything in general. Yeah, it made me hate school. So bad.
Something traumatic that I went through. I don't know. I feel like senior year, especially, my mental health has been very bad. And it has affected my school a lot because I don't really come to school anymore. And I don't really like a lot of, you guys are cool. A lot of people, but yeah, I would say my mental health has affected my school a lot.
Okay. A lot of emotions going on.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What is different from your senior year that other seniors at a different school? Did that make sense? No.
Like, what is different, like, from your guys' senior or from our senior year that's different from like another senior at a different school?
Okay.
All right, pause.
Something that I would say is different from this year, or at least especially from the point of knowing that we're the last graduating class, I feel like it changed everybody's like perspective on things, on a lot of like how we're showing up at school, all the plans that we want to make, and like kind of what we want to leave behind.
I think the difference between our senior class and other senior classes in other schools is I think that other schools actually prioritize their students. I think that they actually had like a fun senior year, like a year to end off school, you know. I think that like West, it's literally by my house, and I always see them like doing a lot of fun things. If they're not in the field, like popping some bombs or something, I don't know, they're like I don't know, it just like, yeah, like everything is just seems so much funner. And I feel like here, like they didn't really prioritize the way we wanted to, especially being the last graduating class. So I just think that like it had a lot to do with the staff in our school, mainly like the higher people in like more power, not necessarily teachers, because we love you guys.
It was also like a lot of teachers left. Like there's so many
they got
people.
fired.
Yeah, it was.
And we had no say in none of
literally
this.
switched teachers so many different times. It's so crazy, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. What do you think about our class being so close to each other? Do you think it's beneficial? Because I know, like, at like a bigger school, you know, everybody's just their own person at this point.
Like you have groups and
I'm holding on. I'm trying to not look.
groups and stuff, but like since we're so small, everybody kind of knows each other. Like, I guess how do you like feel about everybody so close? You know? Do you think it's beneficial?
I really like it. I'm gonna be honest. I have my friends, but I don't have like we don't talk to each other like you don't see us together. You know, you don't see us every day like at lunch. You don't
Like,
see us
you don't
every
know
day.
we
just
know that we
outside
could
of
talk
school.
anytime we want.
Like I see them and I say hi to them, but I don't have like friends like that. You know, like a friend to like Like I'm not over there like
hang out after
yeah,
school,
you know, like so I think that like it really did bring it did really bring us together, and I'm really grateful because like I be going on field trips and I'm gonna be alone, and I go and then like I'm with you guys, or I'm with Mystique, or I'm with like, you know, like other people, like other friends. So like I really do like the fact that we're a really small school. I just feel like I know everybody. I get to know. I don't need friends to be here. Sorry.
Like, you could just have acquaintances.
Yeah.
It's just fine like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I don't know. I feel like we all grew up together, so it's such a good like community, such a good class.
I also do enjoy like going to a smaller school and knowing everybody. I feel like it's a lot more comforting for me, like walking around the hallways, like knowing every person that I see, like knowing everybody's name, like knowing who they are, a little bit about everybody that like I walk by in the hallway. Where if like I were to be going to a bigger school, you would literally see people you've never seen before every single day, and I feel like that stresses me out.
It's also less like judgment.
Yeah, I agree. Like I feel like I try really hard to be very presentable and to like really show who I am to like people who don't know me, but everybody here and everybody that we go to school with like already knows who I am and all that about me. So I don't feel like the pressure to like see new people in the hallways every day and like try to like be somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we hardly get new kids.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna have new kids this year.
They kinda come and then
Freaking
leave.
our schools.
Or they just
literally-
fit in whenever they want.
Yeah.
basically. Wait,
What's your favorite memory?
what's your favorite memory?
I can't put it in.
Next.
My favorite memory would probably be my it was my sophomore year. No, I think it was sophomore year. It was Thunder Wars. Me, Betide, and Lila actually ditched like Thunder Wars. Like we didn't even go, and we like had a lot of water balloons, and we had a water balloon fight at the playground in So's classroom, you know. Yeah, and we had like a water balloon, and we're just chilling like. And it was yeah, bleep, bleep, bleep. And it was just cool. It was fun. I miss them a lot. I really do. Yeah.
It's okay. You have us
Yeah.
for a month.
Thank you. I know. A few weeks.
Like 4 weeks.
That's crazy,
No, that's
guys.
like a month.
We're gonna graduate.
Maybe just like a little less.
We're graduating. I'm scared.
If I don't record this video, I don't know.
Well, this project might not make us graduate, guys.
Just be on one sometimes. Low-key.
Doing too
Oh,
much.
and that's exactly why I freaking dropped out of his class and decided to take one of my ingenuity classes in person.
It's too late for me to take ingenuity though.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory?
Like of any year? Does it have to be senior year?
No, it could be any.
I don't know. I kind of blur a lot of stuff out, but thinking about this year, when I think of like a good memory, the first thing that pops into my head is when we went camping.
That's
When
what
we
I
all
was
went
thinking.
camping.
That was so fun. I was
wanna
saying
go
we should go again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was such a.
I mean-
it's because I didn't have my friends, guys.
When I was sleeping, me and Addie were like absolutely freezing our booties off, and didn't sleep.
Well, into
and
a picture of us.
like, like I was like so insanely cold, and then they were like, wake up at the butt crack of dawn after you slept on the hard cold floor. But like, and I didn't finish the hike, but it was like still fun, and I love the outside, I love the wilderness, so that part was very fun.
Me and Belly indeed did not go on that field trip.
got
We
a
instead
chipmunk, though.
caught a chipmunk.
Yeah, you guys just stayed back.
Yeah, and we had to clean. We had to clean everybody's mess up,
Yeah, we
low
had to clean,
key.
but it was pretty fun at the
Yeah,
end.
at the
'cause
end
we
of
were
the-
just sitting there.
We were literally just catching chipmunks.
Like ultimately the part of that trip that was like the most special for me, that
we
that
bonded.
I have never felt like more connected to all of these people as like a
remember we were all
group
talking in
until
the
it was
And then we
pitch
all
black out.
opened up.
Nobody could see anything. Like we couldn't see each other's faces, but you could hear that like almost everybody was crying, and we were all talking
I was bawling.
about like a lot of stuff. I was crying too.
I did not
Like,
talk, but I was bawling.
That moment, I feel like I hold a very special place in my heart for that moment, because we don't all bond and we don't all talk and we don't all go do things together, but like in that moment I feel like everybody had something to say, and we all felt
Everybody was just like understanding of like where people
that
were coming from.
that moment was like the most special moment of that whole trip to me, at least.
Like you heard stories that you've like never heard about people's like life and how like what they go through, and it was just kind of like some people related, some people didn't, some people just like were like dang, like that sucks, you know. So
I did say that trip should have been done at the end of the year
yeah, I think it should.
because it was so beautiful. Like
Guys, we should catch up and go on the camping field trip again.
we should.
We should try to go on a field trip like that again before the school year ends.
I know.
Or
we
even
all
if
need to
it
go.
ends, like,
4 weeks.
We all need to go as a senior class, like even if it's not camping, like even if we just do that sleepover in the school thing, but just something for all of us to get together and all of us to
Or
bond
if we go
for
to
like
like
one
the
last moment.
lake again or something.
Yeah, the lake
Yeah,
would be
we
fun.
would just go like take a fishing trip, you know.
Yeah,
So-
but something that everybody can like spend time and we can all talk and like not all separate into our separate groups.
That's true. Like yeah.
Like everybody just be.
Because that was that moment when it was dark out and everyone was sharing,
everybody
everyone was
was there.
crying,
It was
and everyone
cool.
was like
It was
relating
cool
to
as
each
fuck,
other,
guys.
that it's like so sad that we're graduating, and like we all grew up with each other, and like we were also like attentive to what everybody was saying, and we weren't separated into like our groups, and
that is so
Yeah.
true.
Like we were
Yeah.
just all there in a circle with
were
like
all in a
everybody. Like you couldn't even really see anybody's face.
Oh my god, I have an idea. Don't we want to do like a senior sunset? We can stay and do like a fire.
Oh, you're right. But
Maybe
didn't they
not
wanna do
camp.
the senior sunset at school?
Yeah, they want to do that at school so everyone could go, but I don't know.
I don't think that's a good place to do a senior sunset. You can't really see the sunset from
Yeah, we should go back to Red Rocks for
that's
sure.
true. But it would be cute also if we
It's
did
the
like
last-
senior sunset
At the
at
last
school, and then we spent the night at the school. But in the nighttime,
I don't-
we
we
could
can't
go
spend
walk
the
on
night.
Santa Fe. We could all go out to eat. We could all go into little shops, and then like have a little bonding moment. Like even if it's not a fire.
I don't think we
how
could
the
spend the night though.
Yeah, we can spend the night.
Who's rich and has a big house?
Not
That's a dumb
not me.
question, nobody.
Not me.
The richest one is probably this.
I was gonna say.
Lucky.
Wait, you?
No. I don't have a big house.
My
No,
dad
Billy
does,
has a
but he
tiny
lives
house.
far.
My house is like
His house is not big,
Your
but
house
it's
is like as big as my house.
yeah,
Yeah.
somewhat yeah.
the only person I know has a big backyard is my dad. I've never seen anybody else's houses.
But I was also telling, like, who was I telling? I was telling someone else that my mom had went camping last weekend, and she got these cabins, and they have like a queen bed or a king bed, whatever, or a full bed, whatever, and then they had a bunk bed.
Didn't we
So
want to go to the cabin?
it could have been like 4 people in each cabin, and it was only 120 or something a night.
The thing is that not everybody like will pitch in, you know?
No, yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like right after prom, we should start getting on that shit because they already have like the money set for graduation, you know.
Yeah.
So then, if we could do like a fundraiser and get that money, you know.
Oh, I would not camp out at Gals.
That's what we wanted to be in prom committee, and then the day we didn't go, they decided everything without us. So that's great.
Anyways,
For the prom committee,
yeah, it was just the whole situation. So, our last question. What's your most embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing moment?
Yeah.
My most embarrassing. I don't know. All I could think of is Izzy's most embarrassing moment when her pants fell at DESCON.
we were at DESCON we were going to DESCON and we were in the parking garage before we were gonna go in, and I had like these like, what are they called? Cargo pants? They were like work pants, yeah. But there's like a zipper. Yeah, and they're like silk, and I was trying to fix them, and I zipped them down just a little bit, and they literally fell straight down to the ground. In front
we
of,
seen her whole butt
in freaking in front of Ellie, Addie, Izzy, who else? Valentina, and I was like,
And there was a camera right on top of us.
Everybody only looked at Izzy after she was scrambling to pick up her pants, but I was watching her the whole time, just like, and just watch them fall. Didn't like go to help to catch.
And I picked them up so fast.
I used to look my butt.
Oh my god, they just fell.
No, I literally unzipping them like right here barely, and they just fully straight on just. And they fell all the way down to the ground. And I said,
Like imagine like
It was so
silky
funny, bro.
material. Like you know how it just like when it falls, it's just like
and
it's
doesn't
just
even
going.
stop. It literally just freaking falls straight down. And it's
It
like
was so
they're
funny.
like no. Once you
butt
unbuckle
cold.
like the little button it has, and you zip it just down a little bit.
It was early
Straight
in
down.
the morning. Too.
Like
You know
said.
how cold it was during TestCon too.
It was so bad. I was like,
Well, this is with Izzy and Kayla, by the way.
"What's your most embarrassing moment?" Oh yeah. I like how I answered for my most embarrassing.
She put her on the spot all quick. I really don't know, to be honest.
Me either.
My most embarrassing moment. Oh, okay. Okay,
Prepare myself.
okay. So it wasn't only me though. We were ditching from. So we had me and Valentina used to have a class before lunch. Guys, I don't. What do we call her? Like, I'm gonna just say it's me. It was me alone. Me alone. I was coming back from lunch and I had ditched that class, and you guys know the class, Melbro's class. That was my class, and I was coming in through that, like back there, right? And I thought the windows, because I thought the windows that were like the first windows, I thought that was Melbro's class. So I crawled, I stood up when I got to my actual class, and I just walked. Yeah, so everybody in my class saw me. I think, Mr. What was his name? Our favorite teacher, Mr. Mata. It was Mr. Mata's class. Yeah, and I would like, as soon as I stood up, I just walked. I didn't care because I thought that wasn't my class, and I walked, and everybody saw me. Mr. Mata, everybody in the class saw me, and I just went into the school, and I walked into class like nothing. And Mr. Mata was like, you are so funny," and I was like, "What?" And then everybody was like, "We all saw you guys," and I was like, so embarrassing.
What do you mean? I was giving you guys a show.
Yeah, I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like in the bathroom doing something else, and they were like, just walked. I had crawled under the wrong freaking classroom. Yeah, I was like,
My most embarrassing moment was I have one that's like outside of school, but it was at your birthday party.
Next.
What was it?
It has nothing to do with her.
I know.
Next.
Next, I know what it is.
There was this person who okay, I was at Veli's birthday party. What was this year? 17?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Was it? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go.
And there was people there, you know, and in this time I was in desperate needs of
Love and affection.
correct. And I was also had very limited options, okay? And you know, I love a masked lesbian, and there was a human that I would rather not say the name of at Veli's birthday party who I took to the and
You were.
multiple times actually. It was not just one time.
Weren't you friends
That
with
day?
person?
And I was friends with the person that person was talking to, and so now me and that person are not friends anymore. So that's embarrassing on my part, and I'm actually very apologetic because that was so dirty of me. That
I
was
just want to say Kayla is so shook right now.
She's so speechless. I'm glad I did not.
And we're going to end it right here.
I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to